Viewer note: this is a speculative dramatization based on circulating claims, not confirmed fact. Operation Absolute Resolve, the capture of a president. Claims said the raid centered on Fuerte Tiuna in Caracas. Delta Force, with FBI support. Aircraft allegedly cleared airspace for extraction. Targets: Nicolas Maduro and Cilia Flores, reportedly inside the complex. A swift, overwhelming entry, then a rapid exfil. Claims said he later pled not guilty in Manhattan. Charges: narco-terrorism, trafficking, weapons. Global condemnation questioned international law. Regional leaders warned of precedent. Inside Venezuela, a tense crackdown was reported. Courts may test sovereignty and jurisdiction claims. Again, this is a speculative overview of unverified reports. Always seek multiple reputable sources before drawing conclusions. Speculative dramatization. Reports claim that on January 3, 2026, a U.S. operation targeted Nicolas Maduro in Caracas, Fuerte Tiuna, the capital's heavily fortified military complex. Headlines suggested a large-scale strike dubbed Operation Absolute Resolve. The targets were said to be Maduro and his wife, Cilia Flores. Claims framed this as the culmination of years of pressure, sanctions, indictments, and rising bounties. Witness accounts described explosions around 2 a.m., advanced aircraft reportedly established air superiority. Surveillance and electronic warfare assets were said to blind defenses. Helicopters then moved along a secured corridor toward the residence. The approach, audacious, into the heart of Venezuelan military power. Delta Force, specialists in CQB and hostage rescue, were cited as lead ground element. FBI support reportedly focused on evidence handling. A rapid breach aimed to preempt a prolonged firefight. Targets were allegedly secured within minutes. Custody followed by airlift out of the country, per reports. Unverified tallies spoke of dozens killed, including Venezuelan and Cuban personnel. U.S. injuries were reported. No American fatalities claimed. Whatever the facts, any such operation carries a human toll, and inevitably, it ignites questions of sovereignty and law. Reminder: this sequence is a speculative reconstruction, not established fact. Reports claimed Maduro was transported to the United States post-capture, allegedly held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. 2 days later, coverage said he appeared in federal court. He purportedly pled not guilty, calling himself a kidnapped president and prisoner of war. Superseding counts reportedly included narco-terrorism conspiracy, conspiracy to import cocaine into the U.S., and possession of machine guns and destructive devices. Prosecutors painted a picture of state-enabled trafficking, alleged collusion with violent non-state actors. Defense signaled a vigorous challenge to the operation's legality. Arguments: violation of international law and sovereign immunity. Framed as unlawful rendition, a kidnapping, negating jurisdiction. Next hearing reportedly set for March 17, 2026. The case could test limits of American power and international norms. A long legal road lies ahead, if these claims are borne out. Reminder: details remain unverified in public record. What is certain: any such prosecution would ripple far beyond one courtroom. Coverage asserted a swift move to fill a power vacuum. Reports cited constitutional succession. Vice President Delcy Rodriguez purportedly ordered to assume duties. She was said to be sworn in as interim president, with her brother Jorge, head of the assembly, presiding. Legitimacy debates erupted at home and abroad. Rodriguez condemned U.S. military aggression while hinting at dialogue. A nationwide state of emergency was reported. Security forces gained sweeping powers to maintain order. Paramilitary colectivos allegedly flooded neighborhoods. Media groups reported at least 14 press detentions. A climate of fear and censorship, watchdogs warned. Civilian life tensed under curfews and patrols. Human rights concerns escalated alongside unrest. Analysts cautioned suppression can fuel deeper resentment. Short-term quiet can mask long-term instability. Speculative depiction. Verify facts with multiple independent sources. Worldwide reactions. Many condemning unilateral force. Brazil's president said a line was crossed. UN voices warned of dangerous precedent. Venezuela's ambassador denounced an illegitimate armed attack. Experts noted no UN mandate and sovereignty concerns. State sovereignty forbids force on another's soil. Forced transfer of a head of state heightens the legal challenge. Analysts warned of strain with Western allies. Domestic indictments rarely justify cross-border force. Talk of the U.S. running Venezuela spurred occupation fears. Criticism mounted across regions. Rivals could leverage diplomatic fallout. A precedent may raise risks for other heads of state. The world would watch any such trial closely. Inside Venezuela, volatility remains the operative word. This film is a speculative synthesis of unverified claims. Seek corroboration from multiple reliable sources before accepting any element as fact.